All right, let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. You guys ready? I'm just looking for my... I grabbed like 2 sodas. They disappeared. That makes it 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. All right, who's ready? You're gonna go into this. 11. All right, you ready? I gotta unload these. That's what I do, right? I gotta get rid of these today. Okay. Gotta get rid of this shit today. Okay, I got my propaganda. Okay. I knew there was something missing. I usually grab a little pinch of my business cards in my pocket because there's always that person who goes, "Oh, you got a card?" And I'm like digging through my bag for a card. So if I get a card in my pocket, it's ready to rock. I also usually have a little adhesive item. All right, there. I got very large. This is a very large pile of things to carry. Large pile of. Okay, I'm gonna encourage you guys to. Oh, you know what I was doing? I was listening to Old Man and the Sea. God. I have a massive pile of phone equipment here. I should just like this. Stick this here. There we go. Still a large pile of items here. There we go. Make sure that's charging. I don't think you guys understand or appreciate the level at which I have to go through, the items and obstacles I have to go through in order to bring you this feed. It's absolute madness to try to give you guys not home safe. So I want to listen to a book I was listening to the other day, The Man and the Sea by gosh, I don't know who it was. Steinbeck? No, Hemingway. Listening to a book by Hemingway. Otherwise, I'll have to leave the room in order to share, which I will do. Can anyone say yes? I'll share. No sound. Hi, I'm James with Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
No, thank you.
Well, thank you for your time. You have a nice day. No. Can I confirm that there's no sound? Can I ask each and every one of you to make sure someone else... Okay, it's back on. All right, that's weird. I didn't do anything. Well, I hit mute and then came back on, so maybe I did do something. Excuse me, sir.
No,
I'm James with Century 21.
I'm not the homeowner.
Oh, are they home?
Huh?
That. I'm James, Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
Paid here. I've been here since it was new.
Oh, no kidding? Was there a name for this little development? Did it have like a sales office and floor plans and all that?
I don't know what it is.
You didn't by any chance keep the brochures or any of that old information, did you?
Oh no.
Yeah, I usually try to find that from the original owners. They're the only ones who would know. So they didn't have a... Was it just this little tract here?
This was the second one from the other one that was the other end.
So I might have hope in finding that original stuff.
You could probably go online and find it.
You know, you can find some from like the tax records, but never the original brochures and stuff that you get at the sales office.
You know who the builder was?
No, I know nothing. That's why I'm...
Well, I thought maybe it might be on the permit, but I don't even see that anymore.
Yeah, I've managed to get a pretty good collection. I live here in Yorba Linda, but over the last 5 years, I've started collecting those sales brochures from the builder, and
Yeah.
only the original owners have that stuff. And every once in a while, I get lucky someone actually kept it. But no luck. But thank you for your time, man. Looks like you got a pretty good setup here.
Yep.
You have a great day. I couldn't quite figure out if these old men were assholes or if they were nice. I don't like to keep their time, but it looks like they were having fun. And gosh, I wish I had friends. You know, it's funny. The internet is my friend. You guys are my friends. But have you ever seen me with a friend? Ever? Like, of all of the live streaming and the vlogging that you guys watch, if you guys watch the vlog. Oh, Renee, by the way, your manager, super annoying. Real knowledgeable, but let me ask you something, Renee. Is he like that all the time, or does he ham it up for the camera? Because if he's like that all the time, I want what he's on. Otherwise, it's kind of annoying when you see someone, on film and the vlog where they're just like, "Hey, everybody," and then once the camera stops, they're just like, "Hey, everybody." I gotta know. I have a feeling he's not like that all the time. I'm sure he's very animated, but there's like, would you confess that he hams it up a little? Hi, I'm James with Century 21. Just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house?
No, we're not.
But thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.
This neighborhood right here is going to be a very rapid fire. I'm bouncing now. There's this sense of inefficiency when you have neighborhoods that have like 10 or 15 houses and then you got to get in your car. The trick is to try to get you to hit them. Jump in your car, so keep your bag on your back and be ready and like stay light, stay mobile. But like this neighborhood here is one of like 6 or 7, and I just have such a tough time, me, psychologically, not having a neighborhood where I can hit 100, right? And same thing with cold calling. It's like for some reason, you feel like there's this goal, and without the goal, it's a waste of time. Does that make sense? If you don't have a target, it seems like there's no point in doing it at all. Instead of, if there's a neighborhood with 5 houses, get in your car, drive over there, knock on the 5 houses. It could take 15 minutes. Go to the next neighborhood, knock on the 5 houses, take 15 minutes. But I don't know what it is. It's just all mindset and attitude. And I hate it. Hi, I'm James with Century 21. Just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
No, we just bought our house not that long ago.
Well, thank you for your time. You have a nice day. Not all the time? Okay, good morning, Mia. Not all the time. Yeah. Like I said, his content is excellent. If he's doing it himself, wow, must be nice to have that kind of time. I don't have that kind of time to create the content. And today, you guys will all be very happy to know that I have packed away my Canon EOS M50. What does that mean? My name is James. I'm with Century 21 Real Estate. I was wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
No.
Thank you for your time. What does that mean to you? That means I strongly recommend every one of you subscribe to the Instagram feed, because it is going to be consistent. It is going to be more consistent. I go through this every once in a while where I'm like, should I carry that big rig with the camera and the microphone and go, or should I just create the content? And there's this very different energy that, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, well, you can follow me on Facebook actually too, because now the story is there. Oddly enough, I haven't hit that 5,000 friend limit, which is really weird, because I keep getting friend requests, and in efficiency. I hate to be nice on that guy because he was. He's doing friend requests as well. Bullshit. I go in there, and what I'll do is I'll check to see if they have anything related to real estate. If they have anything related to real estate, then I will. If you guys don't have the, if you guys don't have real estate in your title, which is always odd, or I have to like. Okay, there now. Let me see if there's any no sound, James. Can't hear you, buddy. Unmute microphone. Sound. You guys are having sound issues? Is there? There shouldn't be any reason. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I know exactly why. My finger was on the microphone. All right. I was like, what's wrong with this sound here? You guys are crazy. No, there is sound. If you have any sound options, issues, always check like the basic first. Did you have your finger on the microphone? Right here. Now. There's the microphone. I was doing that to hold it in place. I'm sure the sound is back now, right? Yeah. Oh, where do I start, man? Where do I start? Okay. You know, it's funny when I'm door knocking and when I'm cold calling, it's like there's this silent period of where I'm winding up for a story, and then something will trigger, and I'll start telling you stories. And until then, I say nothing. I'd love to entertain you and keep you guys engaged, so that you guys will say, "Ooh, this guy's smart. I should join his membership. I should join his one-on-one. I should join his programs." Well, let me say this. If you are interested in one-on-one coaching and you are about to spend money on something stupid besides coaching with me, what would be stupid? Stupid would be as if you dropped $1,000 on Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com. Facebook ads, that'd be pretty stupid right now if you don't have a system for generating leads. I'm doing a webinar tomorrow. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure, oh my God, that's what I got to do today. I have to create an event inside of Facebook, inside of YouTube. I have an event that I'm about to do tomorrow, a 2-hour webinar. It'll probably be a 4-part webinar. I've got to go review my battle action plans from the previous history, but my most popular videos have always been the battle action plan. And I'm pretty sure I've removed them from YouTube because they were extremely revealing. Like the stuff that now I say for like one-on-ones, I was just doing like a full all-out divulging of everything I do. Hi, I'm James with Century 21. Just wondering if you're thinking of selling your house.
Absolutely not.
Well, thank you for your time, though. You have a great day.
You too.
She's cute. Hey, what do you want me to say? You can usually enjoy every once in a while. Ladies, I don't know if it happens to you when you're door knocking. I don't have as many women door knocking as I do men, by the way. So it's not many at all. So it's not like you can relate. But, if Antonio Sabato Jr., that's dating me, right? Opens up the door, you'd be like, hubba hubba, or like, Beckham. David Beckham, open up the door, you'd be like, hi, my name is Adai. I don't know. Maybe just men are pigs. But I would hope women are a little bit piggy too. Nope. Hi, I'm James with Century 21 Real Estate.
You're what?
I'm sorry. My name is James. I'm with Century 21 Real Estate. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
No.
All right. Hey, by any chance, are you an original owner? Have you been here from the beginning? Do you know if there was a builder name or the name of a tract, or did they have brochures from the sales office? Any of that?
Do I know that? My hearing is not too
That's
good.
okay. Was there a name of this builder? What was the name of this tract or the builder? Do you remember that?
I have it on the back of my head, but I can't just remember now, yeah.
Did you happen to hold on to the brochures from the sales office? Maybe?
I probably do, yeah.
If you would make my day, if I could get a copy of them. Let me take a photograph of them. I've been selling real estate here since 1993, but I collect those brochures. And I've got a pretty good collection here. I live in town. But the only people who know the history are the original owners, so it's very hard to find those. But if you happen by any chance
And
to
the
find
people
them,
across the street too are the original owners. Yeah.
the one that's tearing apart.
Yeah, the one that they're tearing the.
Well, I very rarely get lucky in finding someone who held on to those papers. So it's very, but I've gotten some. I've got a big collection already, probably about 30 of them for all of your Belinda, of the brochures that when you walk in the sales office. So you would make my day if you had them and I could just take a photograph of them. Nobody has that stuff.
Okay, where is your office? I'll have to get my glasses.
Well, my office is right across the street, but that's my number right there.
Oh,
You call that number?
Okay.
And
Yeah,
you
I probably have it filed away with the paper.
oh my gosh,
I have to look for it.
I'm like the Indiana Jones of real estate. I've been collecting those things and nobody has them.
Yeah.
You can't find them at the city and you can't find them online. Not the original stuff where it says welcome to the the neighborhood and has the floor plans and it's got like a little picture of the city. You know the one I'm talking about.
I do,
What do you
yeah.
want? That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
You're the
I
only
have
one.
that. When I get it, I'll give you
Ah,
a
you
call,
make my
yeah.
day. Thank you. I'm James, by the way. What's your name?
John.
John. Good to meet
Anderson,
you.
yeah.
Please, if you happen to find them, like I said, I greatly appreciate it. I just want to take a little picture of it.
Yeah,
Take a
okay.
picture of the pages. All right.
Very
Thank you for
good.
your time.
Yeah.
You have a wonderful day.
Same to you.
John, original, asked, maybe. Okay, you're like, what is that all about? That is my short code for when I talk to the original owners. This is a very, very like something otherworldly that you guys, it's a pro tip. But, and you guys are hearing, why is James asking that? Why would he ask that? Can I get a thumbs up, by the way? If you guys like what you're seeing, you should come in and say like, hey there. That's like a way of saying, oh wait, you know what I found out yesterday? Facebook doesn't have a, you guys are asking about that event tomorrow. It will be on YouTube, and it will be on, YouTube, and it will be in the New Agents group, and I might even multicast to my group. Hi, I'm James with Century 21.
Yeah.
Just wondering if you guys were thinking of selling your house.
No.
All right, well, thank you for your time. You have a great day.
Yeah. We bought it from Century 21.
Oh, did you? How long have you been here?
31 years.
Holy cow. So you're almost an original owner? Or no?
They were 45 years old.
Okay. You didn't by any chance ever hear them call this neighborhood like a name? You know, sometimes they have a builder and a track.
This is the hood.
The Hood.
We call it, everybody around here, everybody I know.
The Hood.
The hood.
But that's not the builder name, is
No.
it? Oh.
I
can't imagine they use that one. Yeah, I met the old man next door, and he said that maybe he has those brochures from like when it was built. So
He's an original.
Yeah.
They're original owners.
I heard. I'm gonna go there next.
They moved in a year after I did, and the other houses around here have been going. The two-story there, they're original.
Interesting. Yeah, there's a couple originals in here, but nobody ever holds on to those brochures. So maybe I'll get lucky. But it's good to have. I like to have that
We've got
information.
every house that was sold on the street since we've been here, and how much they went up and everything.
Uh huh.
They're 700 something thousand now.
Yeah, yeah.
They're selling for 800, and a couple for 9.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, 179 we paid or something.
You're not thinking of moving at all? I mean, you're set though. You're single story, right? And
Yeah, so I gotta go. I can't live here anymore.
now the only people I'm working with right now are getting out of California.
Out of state.
Yeah.
The only way, then you could have half for investments and buy a brand new house somewhere else.
Right.
For
Right.
300.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they're $1 million. They're not building anything under $1 million anymore.
No. No. I live over off of Fairmont and Yorba Linda behind St. Martin's.
Yeah.
So I'm down the hill from those ones. It's crazy, man, how they're
How
building
long you
those.
been here?
I grew up here, so I went to El Dorado High School. I met my wife there, and so I've been here forever, pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
But selling real estate since '93.
You don't want to get out of here, man. Well,
I got kids. I think maybe if the kids get
I got kids, and she finally came back.
as soon as I get them through the school system, maybe I wouldn't mind traveling. If I was in many of these people's situation, I'd probably cash out and get an RV and travel, and maybe get a little condo somewhere
A few of these people are
cheaper.
doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't stay here forever if it wasn't for the.
Yeah, but they're gonna want your
kids.
house, your kids. She wants this one bad, because her husband has got a business in L.A.
Right.
Cabinet business.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. They leave it to the kids.
So they can't move, and they don't want to move down there.
Right.
Because it's more expensive down there, and it's worse.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Probably because of the job opportunities, but I wouldn't pay $700 to live anywhere in LA.
So you're selling real estate? Hell yeah, you want to stay here.
Yeah.
This place has been turning over pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good place to live. Only people I find are the move up, from the condos, and then they buy a house, or they're getting out of California. That's really the
They
combination.
retire, and if they don't have investments and stuff, then and they're too young to get their Social Security, then they move
Yeah.
and they send a lot of cash out.
Yeah.
If you have investments and can live here, then they stay.
Yeah. So I go door to door looking for a needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
But I do. I get like
Yeah.
probably 1 or 2 people a day who might be interested. So it's a
Yeah,
long
she
term
saves
thing.
all the brochures for every house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I sure wish you had those originals from the day it was built. Those are the ones I look for.
Um,
I've got a pretty decent collection too over the past. I think I started that about
At
4 or
your
5 years
house?
ago.
At your house?
Uh,
Or just,
so when I run into an original owner, I knock probably about 100 doors a day.
yeah.
But when I run into an original owner, I'll ask them if they kept the brochures from when they first walked into the
They
sales
usually
office.
do.
Very few. I'd say maybe half of them do.
Yeah, they were 40 something, 47,000.
Yeah, I like to see how the marketing was back then and the floor plans. You can't really get a hold of some of
They're
those.
small, they're dinky, man, but bigger lots. They don't
Yeah.
make them this big now. If
No,
they-
no, those
if
new
they
ones
do,
are
the older
super
ones,
small.
Those 2 that went up over on Rose,
Mm-hmm.
4,500 square feet,
Yeah.
1 story, half-acre lot. But there's no room in there for, everybody's got pools and
Yeah.
everything here.
It's a great
RV
neighborhood,
parking,
man. Great neighborhood.
Pools and, I don't know what they called this place when we first moved in.
Well, if he calls me, I'll get you a copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. But thank you for your time, though.
Okay.
And you have a great day.
Yeah.
Take care.
You too.
Yeah, it's all about being super smooth, creating dialogue, having a conversation, and then getting out. You know what I mean? So yeah, tomorrow's seminar, it's tomorrow at noon. It is going to be what I call a business action plan, battle action plan. And I've got to structure it. I'm going to be working on the content today for that action plan because the problem, when I first started podcasting in 2009, 2010, I wasn't doing video, oddly enough. I was doing audio. I was doing the live streaming stuff, but I never repurposed it, and you don't really, that just wasn't a thing, right? Multi-purpose broadcast. And so I was doing all of this content, but it was funny, in the beginning of my real estate coaching and training, the first 100 episodes, I gave it all away. All of it. And then, by episode 110 or something, I was like, now what? I didn't have any more content. And then I started creating YouTube videos, and it was just weird. The evolution of my podcasting and content creation had me wondering if maybe I could actually run out of content. And I'm not sure at what point I turned around. I'm not sure if at one point I realized that I'll never run out of content. I'll have one-on-one students, for example. I've got one that's stuck with me for a year already. And he's been a fine example of could you ever get everything out of my head? No. I wish you guys could see or hear me when I tell you something of value. The problem right now with this industry is that YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook have created real estate gurus out of pretty much anyone who has an opinion. And the problem with that is that when you have an opinion, it doesn't make you an authority. It just makes you an opinionated individual. So the problem with that is that if you haven't got the stripes, you haven't got the chops, if you haven't actually done it, or you don't know how to share it, it only makes you someone who's sharing your opinion. And when you start in this real estate when you start in this business, it's a very common, and I've seen it happen for decades. Excuse me, sir. I'm James with Century 21. Just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
Not a chance.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, though.
I've 10 years anyway.
That's a great place, man. You have a great day. I saw that guy pull into his driveway. All right. So let me tell you the story of the agent who comes out like gangbusters and starts selling a couple properties, and then he wants to be a guru. I've seen this so many times in my career, where what will happen is you're a real estate agent and you got into the business because you have a great personality, right? You like people, you like sharing, whatever. And then you get lucky because you work hard and you pop off a couple of deals. And then what inevitably happens is that your broker or manager will say, hey, why don't you share this at the next office meeting? Why don't you share what you found? Not knowing, not ever even feeling this sense that you want to be a coach or a trainer or do this. Or maybe someone in the office comes up to you and goes, hey, good job with that new listing. It's your first listing. Good job with that new listing. How'd you do it? You know, people want to, and there's nothing more satisfying than sharing your success. It's really just super satisfying. Sharing your success with an individual is very, very satisfying. Very satisfying. Sharing your success is a very satisfying thing. Unless you're the kind of person who's like, I'm not telling you. Go to hell. I ain't telling you that. Shit, I need you to know what I'm doing. Oh, man. He's got termites, huh? Hi, I'm James with Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house. No. Looks like you're under construction.
We're fixing it to stay.
Hey, quick question. One of the owners here said you were an original owner. Did you by any chance keep those brochures from when the builder said, come on in? Do you remember the name of the community, the name of the builder?
It was Pacific.
Pacific, okay. I'm real passionate about tracking down.
Yeah.
I live here in Yorba Linda, but
Yeah.
that stuff, unless you're an original owner, it's lost in time.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, on the trail here, there's a bridge.
Okay, I'm gonna type Pacific. All right. Go on.
Yeah, on the trail, if you take the trail right here,
Uh-huh.
it's only about a quarter of a mile. There's a bridge there that was built by them, and their full name is there.
No kidding. Okay. On the trail, the bridge. Yeah, I know the trail.
Yeah.
Okay, I see Pacific. Do you know the name of the builder?
Now, his full name is listed.
Oh, okay.
The
So
company's full name is listed
all right,
on that
Pacific.
bridge.
And then I'll go to the bridge and try to get that info because that's good stuff. And done.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
So what do you got? What's going on here? You guys end up with termites or
No, we're
just refacing it?
fixing it, yeah.
Giving it a good.
It's pretty dated.
Yeah, it's a good neighborhood. So I don't blame you.
Yeah.
You have a great day. Thanks for that information. So anyhow, the ability to share the successes is so satisfying and rewarding. And what eventually happens is that you turn around and you say, you know what? Let me just tell you. You know what? Let me just show you. Here, you got a pack of gum? I'll show you how to chew it. And then they start teaching, right? So the office manager goes, would you share your success story? You're like, yeah. And then God forbid you're on a panel, right? All of a sudden, it's like your first hit of cocaine or like your first hit of heroin or like your first Percocet. It's super addicting, right? You're like, holy shit, man, this feels good, man. And then what happens? That's where you have a big decision to make. Are you going to keep going out teaching? Are you going to be a coach now? Or are you going to shut your mouth, earn your stripes, sell some goddamn real estate, and then maybe, well, that's what I did. And I was raised on Glengarry Glen Ross. I was with Mike Ferry, not Tom Ferry. Tom Ferry was a fucking punk. Still is. Mike Ferry, Floyd Wickman, Zig Ziglar, Tom Hopkins. You know, all those guys were, there was no alternative to coaching and training back in the early 80s and 90s because it just didn't exist. You had no choice. You either, hold on, you know what I'm gonna do? I gotta continue the story, but I need to charge this phone. This phone is like stupid dead. So if you guys, I gotta put this phone here and charge it. So I'm gonna go around the corner. I need to charge this device. Okay, so give me a second. Let's drive around the corner. Not the best video, not a very courteous broadcaster here, but I can't afford to have this die. If you guys want to stay with me, I'm gonna. What is this? Yeah, I need to. I didn't charge my big phone last night and my little phone, so I'm gonna drive around the corner. I might narrate. If you guys want to hear the story, I'll narrate it as I'm driving. I'm just going right around the corner. Okay? Thanks for understanding. So anyhow, the back in the 90s, you didn't really have an option for coaching and training, and you couldn't really go out and be a trainer. You couldn't do it. There was no internet. There was no like Google, AdWords or any of that shit. So it was not possible for you to go out and become a trainer very easily. You needed a lot of money. You needed a lot of time to go out and find clients, find real estate agents. You'd have to go to the offices door to door, old school, and find real estate agents who were interested in your coaching. And you'd have to put out brochures. This was when the fax machines were around, so you'd be faxing seminars. You'd have to book hotel rooms. I mean, it was hard, no doubt about it. Mike Ferry and Floyd Wickman, it was hard. Tom Ferry, forget that guy, man. His dad already gave him a database of agents who were willing to buy coaching, and his dad gave him the stage. And what he did was like, thanks, Dad, I'm going to go ahead and take this half of the room. These are the guys who actually don't want to door knock and cold call, and I'm going to take them over here, and I'm going to teach them how to just tweet their way to the top. And this is for sure. I know this because I lived through it. And Mike Ferry was pissed for many years at his son for taking his business from him. And he would do seminars where he would talk shit on his son. He would talk shit on his son about like how stupid his methods were because it wasn't work. Hello. I'm good. How are you? Okay. Yeah, I know. Now I just passed the yard, so I'm gonna do a little loop back through the yard, see if any of my signs are there. I had a feeling that maybe one of my signs was. So, no surprise. When were you gonna let someone else take over? I don't know why you keep going through this. So, yeah, that's the problem. Well, I don't know what to tell you. There's not much you can do. Anything you back up, I mean, yeah, it's just, you guys need to pay someone. You need to step away. It's impossible. There's one of Kristen's are here. I don't see any of mine, but I could pick up some supplies. I come here once a week and I'll pick up some real estate. Yeah. Which, if it's a shared server, they don't care about how much memory. All they care about is how much bandwidth you're taking when it's duplicating and sharing. Yeah, so they're not saying they're just saying they don't like you downloading and uploading because it slows other people's websites down because it's a shared server. So, but that's still a problem because if you have bots that are crawling your server for whatever reason, that's creating bandwidth because there's other sites pinging your site and checking for, like, I don't know, breaches or data or social security numbers or, like, you know, the people create bots that say, hey, if anything looks like a social, call it, and then it looks like a name and a number. So, I mean, you see the internet how it is now. You can buy all this data. That's what they're doing. The people who write a software that says search the web for these similarities, and you know. Okay. Nah, whatever. I don't think so. I don't think so. Good luck with that. Yeah, it's a new neighborhood right here by the car wash I've never been to, but my phone says go for it. It's good. I like that. Costco now has Coke Zero by the case. That's awesome. Oh, you got me soup. What sort of soup? Oh, well, I'm behind the yard off of Yorba Linda and Eureka. Doorknocking. So, huh? Hold on to my food. Never mind. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you're still there. I'm moving. Hopefully the signal's good. If you're still there, wow, I've never seen this neighborhood. That's the best part. That's one of the really good parts about door knocking is that you learn. You learn all of these neighborhoods. I've never been in this neighborhood, and I've been in this town for years. How cool is it now to find like a little pocket, right? Nice little pocket of homes that no one knows about. But then when someone says, hey, I live off of this street, I'm like, yeah, I know it. They're like, you do? I'm like, yeah. It's good. They're like, really? Yeah. I said, as a matter of fact, that was built by Pacific. Did you know that? They're like, oh no. I said, here's the builder, and then and they're like, really? Well, I wasn't thinking of selling, but you seem like you know what you're doing. If I ever know of anybody, you dig? So, you're still there. Thanks for sticking around. You guys are awesome. Okay. What's going on here? Oh, I wonder what. No, I want to put on power save. Okay. Did this get a little charge? Yep. You guys can be right here. Okay, I can put this here. Put it right there. And I had one more. Damn it, I've got like these crappy little rubber pieces that go on the back of the phone, and I lost it already. Where is it? Okay, here it is. It's kind of disgusting, but they're like these little rubber, it's like this rubber head. But what I do with those is I put them on the phone so that it doesn't touch the button. I don't know if you guys, some of you who have been here for a while, so I'm gonna, what I do is I take these little, they're like sticky, two-sided sticky or whatever, or one-sided sticky. And what it does is, let's see, make sure that it charges this phone. There we go. That's it. And then what I do with the other sticky, and so these little sticky pieces keep this phone from touching that phone. I don't know if you noticed, but I have this issue where my devices block you. So as I'm doing this, broadcasting, my device will touch your screen and it will block your account. It'll touch the screen, it'll say Mark put user on timeout, block people. So I've actually had YouTube, without me knowing, I've had YouTube delete you guys as followers. I've talked about this before, but yeah, it's a real thing. The struggle is real. So I have to, if you guys only knew how hard I work to get you, how hard it takes to get you guys on. Right? Okay. So I took these little rubber pieces, these little rubber tips, and I have you on the web. Wait, see, like right there. It's like this. Is it charging this phone? That's what I want to know. Is it charging? Yes, it's charging there. And I hold you there. Boom. Now I can let you go. A lot of shit going on here, but in order for me to broadcast a live stream of my door knocking, there's a lot of moving parts. So what you can do is say thank you. That's right. You can share you can voice your gratitude. You can show your gratitude by saying thank you. You can thumbs up. Another way of saying thank you to the Festini is join. I do have a $50 a month membership platform, and in that, for $50 a month, I give you content 5 days a week. How many of you guys are a part of the Festini Mafia? How many of you are members of the Festini Mafia monthly membership? Can I ask you guys to voice off? I always have a hard time describing because there's so much there. So it's like most people, when you sign up for when you guys sign up for a membership, right? You sign a magazine subscription and you get one magazine a month and you're happy. Some of you sign up with like a real estate sales trainer. You know, I don't know, like I think Barino, he has a membership. I don't know what you get with Barino's, and I don't know how much it is. I don't know if like other gurus or trainers or coaches offer a program, but what I do know for sure is that there's no way that they're creating daily coaching sessions in the Festini Mafia. So what I'm gonna do is every day, Monday through Friday, I give you a piece of content that will benefit, right? See, it's this real estate career is about building a pyramid. You build a large pyramid, and every day, you know, if every day you added one more brick to this pyramid, by the end of the year, you'd have a pretty good foundation. In 2 years, you'd have a really, you know what I mean? So real estate is an everyday business. And if you guys are not doing one thing every day, adding one more letter to your library, adding one email to your drip campaign, adding one more script to your arsenal, adding one more lead to your database, it's a building process. This whole thing is a building process. And if you're not building, you've stopped growing. And if you've stopped growing, you're done. You're getting out of the business. But you are building. Is anybody there? No one's talking. That scares me. Can someone say something? Can someone say something, please? So I try to give you balls to the wall, 100% perfect, the best kind of content available. And so every day you get that. You log into the Festini Mafia membership. It's like a university. It's an online learning, right? It's online learning. I should use that word. The Festini Mafia membership at $50 a month is a daily online learning platform. So that every day when you log in, every Monday, you get a motivational. I'll tell you something. I had a one-on-one student today said, James, something you said in the Monday motivational changed everything for me. I'm like, really? That's good. I'm really good at motivating you guys. If I'm not motivating you by showing you what it takes, I'm motivating you by telling you what it takes. Well, it doesn't get better than that, other than like me dragging you by the hair and making you do what it takes, right? Otherwise, you have to become robust. You have to become round. You have to be growing. Okay? Can you guys? Is this thing on? I can't tell if this thing's on, so I'm gonna restart the feed if you don't log in.